Hello and welcome to yet another photo shooting video. We're here with Ying. For today's shoot, we'll be focusing on something that's a little bit more simple and also a little bit different from what we usually do, which is more outdoor light. Today, I'll be demonstrating to you guys how to actually photo shoot with just one light setup and just one simple black backdrop color. And would you like to introduce a little bit of yourself?
Yes, well, hi, I'm Ying, and today I'll be working with David as his model for his tutorial. And I'm also, like he said, based in the Netherlands. So nice to meet you guys.
So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So for this particular shoot, we have this little cheap speed light that you can always get. You can get like Yongnuo ones or the older Canon ones. They also work great. And this one that I have is from Godox. The reason I use Godox, and it's also a very popular system for photographers who usually shoot with just one speed light, is because Godox has their own transmitter as well. And what I have, my camera is always off the frame. What I have on this 5D Mark II, which is another old camera, is the actual transmitter for this Godox flash, so that every time I input the settings onto this particular transmitter, this flash will also receive the actual settings as well. For this flash, I have this umbrella-like softbox, which is another very portable system to take with you if you're shooting with just one light setup. And if you notice, there's actually like a speed light holder on this light stand. And this is just a standard light stand you can get for like 10 euros of Amazon. And this particular model actually has the umbrella holder, which you can of course put this softbox into. And it will just act like a real softbox. That will help to diffuse your light. And just close that so minimum amount of light escapes from the box. And as for the backdrop, I'm using this portable backdrop as well. Oh, that's huge. Over here. So could you just sit here for a bit? Just as a test.
Okay.
Subject for now.
Should I stay quiet?
You can talk if you want.
I never know like if you're like talking to the camera at this point or talking to me. I'm like, is he talking to me or is he talking to his audience?
Right, audience, you can actually sit here. sorry. So, this is what photographers usually call a Rembrandt light, which is a one light source that's pointing directly 45 degrees at the model. So at this point, the light source is going to be about 45 degrees above and away from the model's face. And what that will do is create this kind of like one side lit face and more of like a soft shadows on the other side. And yeah, that's what we're going to be focusing on, because by having slightly brighter facial lighting on one side means that there are more dimensions, or it creates more mood into the portrait itself, and therefore the portrait also looks more interesting and not just like two kind of flashlights on the face and it looks like a passport picture. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for this particular setup. And it is actually very crucial that you actually test the lighting first. So before you turn on the light, you just have to make sure that everything is dark. What I mean by that is your shutter speed, your aperture, everything. After you set it, the image would actually turn out black. So let me actually show you. So as you can see, the whole image is black. So we just have to cut off all like light source, even though this room is lit right now, but we don't need the extra light that's coming from this room, simply because it will interfere with her face. So once you have like a black image, you can actually start to turn on the light and program we just have to wait until it loads up a little bit, and then you can just program your intensity of the flash. Usually I like it not too bright so that the shadows on the other side of her face is not too harsh. And usually, depending on the facial shape or the skin tones, you can use the reflector, but in this case, I think I'm going to ditch the reflector. But if you would like to shape the facial shape a little bit with the lighting, you can always use the reflector to actually help reflect off certain lights and make the face more balanced. So, let me see if that's communicating. Yes, it is. For now, I'm starting at around power 16, like 1/16. And usually I would like to just start somewhere in the middle, either 1/16 or 1/32. And I think that's just pretty much a sweet spot for starting to test these kind of lights. And then from there you can easily work whether if you want to get a bit brighter or darker. So let me just test this first. Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's quite nice. So for the first shot, most of her face is actually lit up, which is nice if you're going for that look. But if you're going for more of like a more in-depth kind of look, you want to angle it a little bit more that less of the other side of the face is lit up. I'm using f2 on a full frame because I want to have a bit more blur slightly after the ear. So yeah, right, that's great. It's really great. Yes. One thing I forgot, could you take off your microphone?
I also realized that. I was like touching my hair and I was like, what am I feeling here?
Yes.
Still on. Was it the whole time on? Yeah. So I was like touching my hair, you probably hear like, ah shit.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
A good blooper team.
We do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so another tip is if you're working, let's say, in a professional environment, it's always good to have, let's say, a gray card with you, but I don't usually work with gray cards since I usually take raw images anyway, and usually white balance can be adjusted really easily and quickly in Lightroom. Once you get like a really accurate light measure in Lightroom that you adjust it to, then you can just apply that to all of your images because this will just be a consistent light anyway, since I'm completely cutting away the light from the outside. So yeah, let's get it. Yeah, I'm using shutter speed of 200th of a second and f2.0. So yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. So this is what we're getting.
Ooh, the lighting looks really nice. It's cool tone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that.
Would you like to maybe twist the share a little bit?
Yeah.
And like use your arm, like twist the actual share, and then just put your arm on the side of the backrest. Kind of shoot. I think that would be a bit more interesting.
I'm so scared that my slippers will be seen. Blue slippers.
It's okay. It's like I told you guys the benefit of having the transmitter here, but yet I still adjust the settings on the flash. I'm such a hypocrite sometimes. Okay, right. Always watching my back. That's great. Okay, one last section of the video. Actually, we'll be using a fan. To do this shoot a little bit, and I would like to actually move this. Yeah.
As in like
an actual fan.
Oh.
Oh well, an electric fan. Not
I was thinking about like that type of fan.
No.
What a small fan.
Yeah. So for this photo shoot, we were sent by Nitecore a little fan. It's a photography fan with the battery powered. It's kind of like a fancy. Fan we use in Southeast Asia. It's when you're hot.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah.
Instead of the plug-in, it has like a whole like.
Yeah, there's the battery at the back here, and if the battery runs out, there's also a port here for the power bank, so you can always plug in an external power source. So there's that, and this thing is really powerful.
For think it goes quite hard though.
Yeah, yeah. So for this particular shoot, what I thought is if you just look kind of like into the camera, but maybe face, like, do you have a side preference of your face?
I think it's side.
Okay, then I would just kind of like blow, just to add a little bit of motion into the hair, that it's not too static. And then I think it would just also add a little bit of depth. And also would cool you down in this heated room.
It works.
Okay, see if the flash is still awake. Yeah, it's still awake. Okay, cool. I need to raise this up.
Really hard, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's too hard.
I can hear it go harder. I'm like, oh shit, the thing is exploding.
It's actually really hard. Okay, so yeah, that was it for this particular shoot. I hope you can actually learn something. So at the end, I decided to actually use this fan because it gives a nice, very subtle blow to the side of the hair, which actually adds a little bit more movement and also dynamic to the actual image. And I don't know, I think that sometimes adding that bit of texture or that bit of character into the image does help. You might not always notice that the actual fan was being used in the image, but sometimes it's about the end results as well. So yeah, this really adds in that bit of really nice touch of the movement. And yeah, what did you think of the shoot? Oh, right.
I think it was a really fun shoot. It was also really interesting to see you trying out all stuff, like with the fan and with the lightning. So yeah, it was really fun to do it.
Yeah, so Ying was really amazing, and she actually knows how to pose like in different angles, like her best angles, and also the best angles that actually works with the light as well. So that was actually quite nice. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, anything to share, feel free to actually comment down in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you want a free photography guidebook, it's also absolutely for free on my website. Just click the link down in the description section below as well. Otherwise, I thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun shooting. Till next time, bye for now. Okay.